So, remember way back in, like, I think the very, very, very beginning of the castle, where you had Hunnigan being like, go to the rendezvous point. Like, remember back before the cabin assault sequence, where they were like, yo, they shot down the helicopter. Keep heading to the rendezvous point, we'll send another one. And that was, what, like fucking 6 hours ago? And also, we're on an entirely different island compared to where we were when that happened. Yeah.
So, it seems you killed.
How do you know that?
Too.
How do you know that?
How shall I return my appreciation?
What are you talking about? I thought he was with you.
What are you talking about? Did you really think I'd trust an American? To tell you the truth, I was contemplating how to get rid of him. But thanks to you, that's no longer necessary.
You were just using him right from the start.
Oh, I must hand it to you. You've demonstrated quite a bit of promise by killing Krauser.
It actually wasn't that hard.
When your assimilation with Las Plagas is complete, I'll have you serve as my guard.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to decline your generous offer. I have prior engagements.
Enjoy your smart-mouthing.
Well, you certainly seem to. Sadler loves our smelt wrathing. So anyway, here's the reason I took all that time talking about that. This cutscene. And this following gameplay sequence.
¿Viste algo? No hay problema.
Damn. Hey, it's about time.
Sorry, bad traffic. I'll cover you.
What? How? When? Who? How? Why? How? How? What? What the fuck? That's irresponsible helicopter piloting right there, my friend. I cannot... Okay, don't do that. If you're ever in a position to pilot a helicopter, don't do that. It will fuck your helicopter up. Figures they'd send a graduate from the short bus degree of helicopter piloting to back us up. Look how slow those blades are rotating.
Now that's what I call backup.
My name's Mike. You're looking for firepower, you come to the right place.
So his name's Mike, and if you're looking for firepower, you've come to the right place. Fucking Mike is gonna back us up through this following sequence here. This fucking war sequence. Good lord. For some reason I thought you could push that box, but it's not doing it. Mike's gonna go ahead and back us up here. So how the fuck did Mike find us? Like, what the like, he took hours. Yeah. He took hours and hours finding us. Is this where the rendezvous was? This island was the rendezvous point? Or was he so lost trying to find us that he found this island completely by accident? And it was coincidental that it turned out to be the island that we're chilling at. And it was just a happy act. It doesn't make any sense. Like, this whole thing, it's really cool, but what the fuck? How the... Like, there's no justification for it. And yeah, woe to the death of survival horror, because here is a literal war sequence where we're being backed up by a fucking helicopter, just gun shoot toting it up. while our enemies are shooting us with fucking minigun setups and whatnot, and it's just really goofy. It's really great. I love it. This whole sequence is the fucking best. Oh no, rocket launcher. Why would the guy with the rocket launcher jump down here? You'd think he had the best... He, of all of them, was the best off up there. Shit. Oh, you guys are fucking fragile. Oh shit! Run for it! Okay. Hey, get out of the way! Shut the fuck up and cover me, Mike. And now, like, this is actually a great sequence, because it's an inversion of all the stuff with Ashley up until this point. All this time, you were the one escorting Ashley, goddamn, and protecting her. And now, during this sequence, Mike is like, you can just sit back. I'm charging through it, but you can totally just sit back, and Mike will do a lot of the grunt work taking out most of these guys on your behalf. You can just hang back and let Mike fucking clean up house. And look at him, he's still going out. He's still doing it. It's great. So now you're the one being escorted. It's just really fun. I love fun little you know, twists on established gameplay conventions that the game set up. Like that. Although in this section we're kind of on our own. For some reason Mike can't go through that wall. Oh wait, no, he's still here. I think so. What's going on? Anyway. Ow, fuck. Do a cool crouch. Ah, okay. I'm kind of losing my footing here. It's hard to keep track, actually. Like, there's so much going on. A lot of gunfire. It's hard to keep track sometimes. Everyone's shooting everywhere. No one. God damn it! Why would you hit me? I don't appreciate that one bit. There's Mike. Yeah, he's still flying around. Oh, good lord! Ah! Blowing shit up. It's the best! This whole sequence is fucking great, and if you disagree, you're wrong. You're, like, factually wrong. Yeah, our health is completely maxed out. That's always just really funny to me. When you pop their head and they just keep walking forward. And no, you, Leon, can't jump on the miniguns and start shooting them himself. For some reason. Seems like you would, but no. I'm pretty sure Resident Evil 5 did have a sequence where you do that. Yeah! Mike's so hype about being our backup. And this music's so triumphant. Man, this is such a great game. I keep having those moments where I'm just like, oh man, this is such a good game. Just gotta sit back and be like, man, I'm having so much fun. Oh, good lord, no! Okay. Is that all of them? I think they might all be dead. Phenomenal. And Mike's just having his victory laugh back there. So I hope you enjoyed our precious time together with Mike while we could. I will treasure that little sequence forever. Thank you, Mike.
Take cover!
I like how he started shooting before Leon got into cover, so he could have just totally killed him there. Also notice that during these cutscenes, Leon has like an earpiece that was not there before, and then magically disappears after this is over.
Thanks. When we get out of here, drinks are on me.
Yeah, hey, I know a good bar.
No.
Mike!
What an asshole!
I'll make sure you're the next to go, Sadler.
Fucking Sadler's magic off-screen teleportation.
I'm sorry, Leon.
Sadler, you bastard!
It's nothing to get all upset about.
The subtitles
Don't
didn't
tell
say
me
bastard!
Spotted a bothersome fly. In essence, it's the same thing.
What did you say? Insects' life doesn't compare to human lives.
What?
When you've acquired this power, you too will understand.
Guess it's another good reason to get the parasite out of my body.
I wish you luck.
Who fucking wrote this dialogue, man? Fucking seriously. They deserve an award. It's the best. So yeah, there is a rule in Resident Evil. The helicopter pilot always dies. Mike, no! On that conveniently placed rock, so he didn't sink away into the ocean. So, Brad Vickers abandoned Alpha Team in the forest. Kevin was the helicopter pilot for Bravo Team, and he got mauled by dogs. And then Brad Vickers lived until the end of Resident Evil 1. But in Resident Evil 2, you can find his body and be like, oh shit, Brad Vickers is dead, what the fuck? And discover in Resident Evil 3 that he got killed by the Nemesis. And then, in Resident Evil 3, there is, you get to the clock tower and a helicopter pilot comes to save you, and he dies because the fucking Nemesis shoots him with a rocket launcher. And it's not good to be to be a helicopter pilot in the world of Resident Evil. I'm just letting you know that now.
Leon, you okay?
Yeah.
Don't worry, a knee to the dick is a good temporary staving off of the parasite's power.
Sorry, Ada.
I don't think those are going to help, dude.
We have to get that parasite out of your body.
Yeah. But before that, I gotta save Ashley.
Fine. Let's split up.
Again. Like, as if they've been working together until now. So, Ada, are we I still don't understand what our relationship is, to be entirely honest with you, girl. And just fucking teleported. Ada is, like, my favorite character in all of Resident Evil, and I know I keep saying that, but she is so scarcely in this that the opportunities to talk about her are kind of lacking. Hey, look at this thing. Oh, what the fuck is that? Look at this Silent Hill shit. Look at the Silent Hill shit. Oh no, it's so creepy. It's so creepy. Oh no. Oh, buddy. The hell is this? I thought you could close the lid on it, but no. Like, it was so cool in fucking Resident Evil 2, how it's this cool, like, City of the Dead thing going on, and she's running around in her dress, because you get this real impression that, you know, she was just on a night out, like, just on a regular night out. She was going to meet with her boyfriend, John, and then the zombie apocalypse happened around her, right? And that's the reason she was dressed up in her dress. And then you get to this game, and it's like, no, apparently Ada just wears fucking really ostentatious fucking, like, elegant red dresses while out on a mission. That's her uniform. That's just her thing. And it's like, Ada, and she's running around in heels too, which is like my biggest pet peeve. Female characters running in heels. Because, fucking A, do you know how hard it is to walk in fucking heels? I can't walk in heels. I'm just letting you know that right now. If you can walk in heels, I'm impressed. You cannot do fucking battle backflips in fucking heels. It's impossible. That shit, like, I don't know how you fucking... Anyway. Huge pet peeve of mine, fucking battle stilettos. But it's just so fucking goofy that Ada is running around in rural Europe on a mission in that fucking dress. It's like, Ada, what the fuck is the matter with you? Oh, it's great. I love it. Plus, she's like one of the only characters who's... all the characters in Resident Evil are pretty binary. They're either on the good guy team or the bad guy team. You have your good guys who you play as, and then you even, like, there's few and far between in terms of bad humans, but they're there. Like your Weskers, your Birkins, your Annettes, your... what's the police chief's name? I forget his name. The police chief, Nikolai. Fuck this sequence, by the way. Nikolai in RE3. Excella. Like, like, there's good dudes and bad dudes. There's a cast of characters, you know? And Ada is the only one who doesn't fit into that binary. She's like, anytime there's a character who you can say, like, she's the Catwoman of this series, odds are she's gonna be one of my favorite characters. I really like characters who, you know, kind of ride that line, and you're not really sure if they're a good guy or a bad guy. Because, like, she helps out the good guys, but she's working with Wesker, and it's like, you're never really sure what her deal is, and what her ultimate aim, like, what's her ultimate goal. The good guys want to take down Umbrella, and generally speaking, survive in whatever situation they're in. The bad guys just want to do a bunch of shit. Oh, the Ashfords in CVX. Alexia and Alfred Ashford. Also bad guys. But Ada's running around, and she's just doing her thing, and you're never really sure what that is. And, like, yeah, she helps out, but she's also really aloof and, you know, ambiguous. That's the word, ambiguous. And, like, she never does anything explicitly bad, but she never really is firmly on the side of the good guys either. And I just love characters like that. And, like, one of the only good parts about Resident Evil 6 is, the part where you play as Ada. And you're really getting her perspective on, like, the plot and what she does and what she goes through, and, like, her whole involvement with that plot is one of the best parts about that game, because there's a part where you're playing as Leon and his partner, because that game had forced co-op, was like, can we trust her? Like, because they met with Ada, and she's like, can we trust that woman? Like, is she on our side? And he's like, that's a complicated question to answer. Like, even Leon isn't sure what Ada's deal is. Of course, he of all people would be the least sure, I guess. And I just love that line where, like, in universe, he's like, yeah, I don't know. She could be a good guy, she could be a bad guy. I'm not sure. It reminds me of a scene from, Pirates of the Caribbean, where he's like, you can always trust a dishonest man to be dishonest. Like, there's a certain degree of consistency you can expect from people who are on their own side. Can't trust them to be on your side, but you can trust them, you know, to look out for themselves. Holy shit. My fucking inventory is so fucking stock full all of a sudden. Oh my goodness, what happened? All of a sudden, I have way too much resources. Get these the fuck out of here. I was gonna sell them, but oh my gosh, not worth it. Money! Aw, you dick. What else? I was gonna say something else. Ada. Oh my god, why would you do this? Oh, you fucking asshole. Come on! Are you kidding me? What an asshole that guy is. No. Yeah, Resident Evil fucking 6 was really terrible though. Anyway, fucking whatever. I wonder, I forget, but does Sherry Birkin have any interaction with Ada in that game? God damn it. I forget. It would be interesting if she did, because she did interact with Sherry in Resident Evil 2. Where do I plug it in? She's also the only character who, like, has a connection to another main character that's a little bit more on the interesting side. Because, like, the closest thing this series had to any kind of, like, antagonistic conflict was Wesker, and Wesker fucking was dumb. And they kept trying to play it off like Wesker was Chris's big antagonist. And it's like, I've always felt that Chris wasn't the main character. Everyone played as Jill in Resident Evil 1 because she was easy mode. So it was always weird that they assumed upon Chris' main character status, even though Jill was the one everyone fucking played as. Where the fuck do I plug this thing in? Right here? Okay. Like, I guess it's sort of like The Punisher, where this isn't exactly a story that allows for a big rogues gallery kind of thing. It's really hard to kind of have an overarching villain. That's why Umbrella works so well. Umbrella, as a, you know, faceless corporation that produced the zombie virus. Like, it's not like there was a Bill A. Umbrella who was the leader of the whole thing. It was just, hey, that evil corporation that all the bad guys we've encountered work for, let's go, like, stop them. But when they started having, like, trying to have, like, actual characters be the antagonists, like Wesker, it just started to fall apart. To me, anyway. And that's why having Ada always kind of spiced things up, because it was implied that she's sort of working for a different, like, you don't know what her agenda is, and that's what makes her so great. And it implies a more complicated situation than just, oh, you know, the bad guys and the good guys, Umbrella and our heroes. That kind of, like, black and white divide. I don't know. Point is, she's great.